So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Cool.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My thing Kindle. Beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my man's a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I get till I can't even. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in a tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Can't, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 of chips, stacking a lot of guap. My mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we facing my brad. How you want deposit the memo of cash? Red like yellow, like green, like gold. The events, I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Just be your home and I blah, 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 blah. Dom, I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. Her Bucky a gone now. Get Bucky a gone. What you gon' do? 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 Open up. Stunt. Boy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a side while bro had it, get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I the sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than like Yuke, and they sending shots, but somehow I just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy.
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could. should now. Point, blank. Do what I could now.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up, to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole tape, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. With that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Penix out to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Check Fury. Here we go. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Throwing, Young. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space,
but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Claw, 10. Hey, go steal. Set, go.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Set, hut. 43 rail. Hut, hut.
Young now. Rolling to his right. Got a man. That's Leggett. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Blaster. Here we go. Set. Set.
Here is Young. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Ready?
Young to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Strike. Check striker. Hut, hut.
Brooks will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Smith, red.
Hubbard is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Set. Set, hut.
Young will set to throw. Steps away. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now Penix. And complete to Drake London.
And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34.
The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. They'll throw with Penix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
3rd down and 6. And looking to throw, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Ready, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Young to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on, set.
Now Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Ready. Slide, 97. Hut.
To throw, Young. Rolling to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw, Young. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
He gets this to Jones over the middle.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this is going to be incomplete.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Ready.
Young now from the 50. He'll buy some time right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being for
touchdown Falcons. Bijan Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Give them 32 on the play.
Let's go now. Hey, check mega. Ready? Go.
Young going to give to Brooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now here's Young. Off to Thomas on the left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Striker, 3-3. Deck Hunt.
Young. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown. And Xavier Legette from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.